Most of you are probably pretty familiar with the standard poker hands. You've heard of a full house, four of a kind, or even the royal flush. But many of you might not know how they stack up against each other. Well, let's start at the bottom. The lowest ranking hand would be high card, meaning ace high with no pair, maybe even king high. Of course, a queen high beats a jack high, king high beating a 10 high. The next rung up from there would be one pair. Two cards of the same rank. For example, two nines beating two eights, two kings beating two sevens maybe. The next highest ranking hand would be two pair. Now, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that two pair beats one pair. An example of two pair would be, tens and fours, maybe kings and threes. Now, if two players have two pair, the player that wins would be the one who has the highest ranking pair in their hand. So, kings and fours would be queens and jacks, for example. Now, if two players both have the same kings in their hand, it would go down to the second pair. So, for example, let's say I had kings and nines, but you had kings and sevens. Well, I win, because my nines beat your sevens. Up from there, we've got three of a kind, and that's pretty straightforward. Three of a kind is also known as trips or a set. 555, 777, 999. Obviously, the higher your trips, the better your hand. The next step up from three of a kind would be a straight, and a straight's pretty straightforward. Basically, it's any five cards in a row. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The highest possible straight is ace, king, queen, jack, 10. The lowest possible straight being ace, deuce, 3, 4, 5. Now, if two players have a straight, the player with the highest card in their hand would win. So if I had 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, well, you lose again. The next step up from a straight would be a flush. And all that really means is 5 cards of the same suit. You could have a 3, 4, 7, 9, and a queen, and as long as they were the same suit, well, that's a flush. Now, if two players both had a flush, it would come down to the highest card in the hand. So, if my highest card was an ace and I had an ace high flush, but you just had a queen high flush, well, the ace high flush would win. The next step up from a flush would be a full house, which is any combination of three of a kind and a pair. Now, if you're really, really lucky, you'll get four of a kind, which is the next highest ranking hand. 4 nines would obviously beat 4 sixes. Now, this next rank of hands, you're just not going to see very often. We're talking about the straight flush. Now, the straight flush combines both the straight and the flush, meaning you'd have to have 5 cards in a row and of the same suit. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all of clubs. A step up from there is the ultimate hand, the royal flush, which again, if you get, that's pretty lucky. 10, jack, queen, king, ace, all the same suit. Okay, so there we have the hand rankings. High card, a pair, two pair, three of a kind, a straight, a flush, full house, four of a kind, straight flush, and of course, the royal flush.